What's up, Check the Cheese, everybody? What's up, man? Welcome back to the channel. How you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so funny. Anyway, what's up, guys? I can't even get what across I was gonna say because I haven't done this in like forever. Anyway, let's get to the point here. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and I'm actually gonna make this a series. I tried to make this a series a while back, but I couldn't. I wasn't able to. I didn't have like some stuff. I didn't know what I was doing. My editor, the one I'm using now, the Power Director, you know the one that ultimately became my favorite. I didn't know how to use it back then, so I tried to do a story time. It didn't work, but now I have one, and this is gonna be a sort of thing. And yeah, so all the other videos that I promised are kind of postponed. You know, the ones that were like, I promised the countdown video, that's going to be postponed for a while, and so is my interview thing, the special announcement that I was supposed to make, but that's going to come later, or I just might, you know, skip it, but I don't know. Okay, so let's jump in. So this story is going to be about the time that I almost got hit by a truck and might have died. We don't know. Okay, so be me, right? You're gonna be my perspective. You're gonna be me. So I was in 7th or 8th grade? I can't remember, but it was like it was after drama practice, and as you guys may or may not know, I do a lot of theater. That's like one of my things. It's one of the main reasons why I did YouTube, or at least what I wanted to do, because I really want to be an actor. I still do. I just don't have enough time to actually do anything for that. Well, I do. I'm also in theater class right now, but the teacher is... okay, wait, hold on. I'm getting off topic. Not the point. Okay, so yeah, I was walking home from theater. It was like, it was in September, I believe. You know when it gets really late out really soon, like it gets late around 6 or 7. Like the sun goes down around 7 or 6 or whatever. Anyway, so it was in Colorado, obviously, so... Remember, I lived in Colorado from 6th grade to 8th grade. Actually, it's from 6th grade to the Christmas break of 9th grade. I'm still in 9th grade. That's not the point. Okay, so I was, like I said, I was walking home, and it was really dark. And I was like, blah, blah, blah. I was talking to myself, because this was before anyone was... Yeah, so it was 7th grade. I had to make sure. Because I remember... Yeah, if it were 8th grade, I would have had James with me, but I didn't, so I know it was 7th grade because there was no one going home with me. Not like that. Wait, hold up, because me and... as you guys most likely know, me and James live in the same area. We used to. We were, like, basically just across the street from each other and just a little bit away. Anyway, so like I said, I would have been walking home with him if that were the case, and I were actually going that way. But no, I wasn't. Okay, so it was late night, and I was walking, and I get to this crosswalk, and so this dude, I don't know, he didn't see me, because there wasn't any streetlights in the place I was walking. Like, the streetlights were spread so few and far between that there was no way to see me, and like I said, it was pitch black, because that time in drama club, we got out at like 6 or 7, and excuse the noise, if you can hear that, they're doing construction work outside, and I hate them for it, okay? But anyway, like I was saying, so we got out around 6 or 7, and because of that, it was really late when I got out, and I didn't have any rides because my mom was at work, so I didn't have anyone to take me home. And I don't think Banaja was at work. I think she just, I don't know what the deal was with my sister. That's her name's Banaja. You probably know this. Anyway, I don't know what the deal was with that. So I was walking home, and I get to this one crosswalk, and you know, I think nothing of it. I don't see a car. So I get to the crosswalk, and I'm walking across, and then I just see this truck pull up out of nowhere. Like, all I see is the headlights. And, you know, it's like, so I see him, he's like, you know, he does the standard, he goes to the area, but he didn't see me, so he just assumed I was coming because he didn't see headlights from across the road. So he was sitting there at the, so let's say, okay, so I'm going to draw this out for you. Well, I can. But, so he's on the right side of the road. He's on the right side trying to turn into a left area. So I'm walking on the left sidewalk, and I can't walk on the right because it's just dirt path, it's like a field, so I can't walk on the right, so I'm walking on the left sidewalk, and I'm walking, I get to the middle, and he just pulls out because there's no one going this way, there's no one like going this way, so he doesn't have to wait on anyone, there's no one coming this way, so he just drives through, like, just coming straight through, and you know, everyone says, like, when they're about to get hit by a car or something, like, when they see a car speeding towards them, they always talk a big game. Like, they're like, oh yeah, if a car comes towards me, I'm just gonna, like, duck, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna run to the left or right. And I mean, I'm gonna admit, I was one of those people who thought that I would just be able to do, you know, I thought I'd be, like, quick, you know, I'd be snapping through and I'd be able to run left or right and be able to avoid it. I was severely wrong. I felt like a deer. I thought, in that moment, I thought I really was gonna get hit. I didn't think I was gonna die, because he wasn't going fast enough to kill me, but I knew he was going fast enough that he would injure me. I knew if I were to be hit on his grip, like, he was a truck, it was a Ford. You know these things when it's hurtling towards your face. It was a Ford. That's about all I can remember. I don't remember the model or anything, but I'd say it was about, so I was 5 feet, just about, like, 5'6", no, I'm 5'6" now, so I had to be, like, 5 foot back then, so I'm getting, like, his grill went up to my chest. That's how high the truck was from the ground. So his grill was about, like, my stomach area right here. And so I knew if I got hit by that, I'd either, like, break something. Because he wasn't, like I said, he wasn't going fast enough to, like, just hit me and kill me. Because if he was, he would have hit me. He wouldn't have been able to slam on the brakes in time in order to stop. We'll get to that when we get there. But anyway, so I was like, I looked at it and I thought in that moment I was going to go to the hospital and I was going to be, like, severely injured to the point where I couldn't walk anymore, or, you know, I couldn't walk for a while, and I'd have broken legs, and my spine might be broken, or my neck might be broken, and in that moment, I was terrified. And, like I said, when you're about to get hit by a car, you think, like, beforehand, you know, no one ever thinks they're actually going to get hit by a car, so they're able to talk that big game, like, oh yeah, I can do whatever when a car comes speeding towards me. But when you don't know about the car, you don't have a chance to do that roll thing like they do in the movies, like where they just roll out of the way or someone comes up and pushes them out of the way. That doesn't happen when you're by yourself on a sidewalk in pitch black darkness. That kind of thing doesn't happen. And so, like I said, I was a deer in the headlights, and I was just absolutely terrified. Because I thought, like, I got that gut feeling, you know, where your stomach sinks downward. I was like, oh God, I'm going to lose something. I'm going to lose mobility in something. And luckily I didn't, because that dude had A1 brakes. His brakes were really, really good that night. And so he drives up. He sees me just in time as he's turning the corner. I'd say he's going like 20, maybe not. Yeah, he's going around like, I'm saying like 15 to 20 miles per hour as he turns the corner, because like I said, there's no one coming, so he thought he could do it. And then he turns around the corner and he's just speeding into the turn, and I'm like in the headlights, and so he slams on the brake and he's sliding forward and he stops about 2 feet in front of me, and most of these are estimations, let's just get that out of the way, and he stops 2 feet in front of me, and I'm just sitting there like I didn't, keep in mind, I didn't poop myself, I didn't pee myself, none of that. I guess I like unloaded my bowels in my bladder beforehand, but whatever. So I was just standing there like, still. It was like, I just couldn't move. I didn't feel like my legs were going to move. I felt like they were just drilled into the ground. That's how bad it was. I thought they were actually drilled into the ground. And then he stops really fast. He gets out of the car. He's like, oh my God, are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. You know, he says, I'm sorry. And then that's what snaps me out. When he steps out of the car, I'm like, I take a breath and I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah. He's like, okay, he doesn't offer to take me home or anything, because I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have been good on his part either, but he was like, okay, well, I can't remember what he said. He didn't say, like, anything bad. He was like, well, something about be safe, and then he sent me on my way. He made sure I was okay, and then he was like, yeah, okay, well, just be safe, and I was like, yeah, I'll try. And then I walked home, and then that was it. That was the whole story about how I almost got hit by a car, but didn't. I survived, so I wouldn't have died, that's for certain, but I definitely wouldn't have been, what am I trying to say? I definitely wouldn't have been in tip-top condition, to say the least. Probably would be in a wheelchair right now. Because, I mean, the way he would have hit me, like I said, it was, like, up to my chest, like, around this area. If he would have hit me, I'm thinking I could have died, though. Because if he were hitting me fast enough, I could have, like, shattered my spinal cord and ribs. I'm sure I would have shattered a few ribs or something, but something like that would have happened. I might have punctured a lung, or anything really could have happened, but I'm glad it didn't. You know, I'm glad he saw me just in time. Like, as he turned the corner, he saw me, so. I'm really thankful for that. Because if you hadn't been like paying attention, like if you were looking back or something or doing something, I really could have been disabled right now. And I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. So, anyway, that's the story. And if you guys want any more of this, any more of my stories, I don't have well, I do have some pretty interesting ones. You know, you get those stories every once in a while. But if you guys want any more stories, be sure to, I don't know, ask for it in the comments, because I can't really do much, and likes don't really, well, likes do apply. Don't get me wrong. I would love for you guys to like the video, but you don't have to. Actually, you do. Because, real quick, I need likes. If you don't know, once you become a YouTuber, likes become your food, okay? Like, once you have to devour likes to live. Just saying that now. So anyway, I'm gonna go sit right now, so thank you guys for watching, and I really appreciate you guys sitting through, if you did sit through this video. And I'm recording with my iPod, so yeah. Not my phone, so I won't be able to do any editing. So like all these videos that I'm going to be making for the next few, however long I don't have access to the phone, they will be, well, I do have access to it, but it's really weird. I don't really want to mess with it. But they will be all unedited. That's why I want to make them story times and vlogs and stuff. So we won't really get very many games. And so anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching. If you want any more, make sure to like it, and don't forget to subscribe to Skrizzle, because if you don't subscribe, right? I'm gonna Hulk out. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna rip you in half. Tear your subscript script right out of your body. I'll tear your subscript script thingamabob that makes you subscript to people. I'll eat it, and then I'll subscribe myself. So anyway, yeah, end of the video. So, haha.